Joining me back on Decent Cities again is the venerable favorite St. Pete's latest local resident, Cathie Wood, head of ARK Invest. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Joe.
So a couple quick questions for you. Radical transparency. Love it. You have that tweet penned. How radical is radical, and what does that mean to you?
Radical transparency. We were just talking about this at our brainstorm today. Radical transparency is going to be a hallmark of successful companies and organizations going forward, we think. The consumer is demanding transparency. And at ARK, what we've done to satisfy that, and it's just our DNA, we would have done it anyway, is we are giving away our research. And we are posting our trades at the end of every day so people can follow us. And we're willing to answer questions as they come in. We can't tweet about our own stocks, or we can't hype our stocks or anything, but we certainly can educate. And so I think transparency, radical transparency in education is also going to become very important.
And dovetailing off of that, you share your research. You put obviously a ton of resources into good quality research and education. And in the coin space, with altcoins coming up all the time, what are some of the best tips you can give the average sort of consumer for researching and potential investments or potential blockchain opportunities?
Oh, potential ones. So, one of the best things someone could do is follow Yassin El-Mandra on Twitter. So you put Y-E El-Mandra ARK, if you just anything like that. Look at what he's saying. It's all about crypto. He's our lead crypto analyst. Frank Downing, F. Downing is ARK, is our Ether expert. And if you were to read what they're talking about and look at who they're following, go through those people, they're following exceptional people, very important people, I'd say, in the space, and people who have tremendous insight when it comes to the space. So that's the first place I'd start.
That's great. That's great advice. Follow the trail down to draft off the work you've done already.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And last question, the regulations are changing to open up investments. The accredited investor, sort of necessity or that layer is going away. You have crowdfunding. You have platforms like Start Engine, and then you have tokens, right, where a lot of companies are getting funded by token sales. So how do you see this? This sort of democratization of people being able to invest in early stage companies, ultimately changing the landscapes of how companies are built?
Well, I do think we're moving towards DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. And I also, I think as we're refining our thoughts about the space generally, while we look at Bitcoin as the first global private monetary system, we look at some non-fungible tokens as the first private global property system. So I think it is going to change how companies are organized. Not everyone is going to be a DAO, but there will be DAOs out there. And we've had, I've spoken with you, I think, about this notion of, do you need big companies to create big ideas? Not necessarily. However, you do need big companies sometimes to create big ideas, like Amazon Web Services or its logistics system. But I do believe that people are underestimating how the checks and balances within a DAO ecosystem are actually going to build stronger ecosystems that will last for longer as they adapt over time, as we all should.
That's brilliant. Thanks so much. We're here live at the Florida Bitcoin and Blockchain Summit. You're giving the keynote with Lakshmi Shenoy in a few minutes, so we'll look forward to that. And as always, just greatly appreciate your time and insight.
Sure, Joe. Thank you. Thank you.